You're on to The Voice and the Voiceless. This is a program actually that reaches out to the voice and the voiceless. I'm Amina Usman. Today I have a very special guest, and I'll be very happy to share the guest with you. Don't you just tell? We'll be right back on The Voice and the Voiceless. Aminaofafrica. Welcome back to The Voice and the Voiceless. Today I have another special guest in the house. I have the former Minister of FCT, NASIRU in the house. So please join me in welcoming him. Thank you. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Amin.
Today we are here to actually find your own point of view and to share with us how you feel about leadership, and what do you think, what is leadership and how can we make leadership better? What's your advice to the leaders? That's the question today.
Well, I think leadership is both an easy and a difficult concept. I think it's easy because anywhere and any place you have more than two people, one of them has to be a leader. In our religion of Islam, our Prophet says when two or more people are traveling, they should first appoint the person to lead. So leadership is part and parcel of the development of a society, and you measure the advancement of a society by its ability to select leaders in a fair and democratic manner. Societies that are backwards select leaders that are the strongest, that can wrestle someone to the ground or are capable of killing everyone. But advanced societies tend to pick leaders that have value added, that can uplift the society as a whole. Leadership consists of responsibility. You have to understand that a leader is a servant of those that he leads. He is not a tyrant that acts in a capricious manner or does what he wishes. He is a leader purely to serve the interests of the majority of the people that he leads. And he has to listen to them. He has to be competent in what he does. He has to be fair and just and treat everyone equally. Indeed, equality is the core principle of leadership. Any person that is incapable of treating every member of his society equally, with equal fairness, with equal access to justice, with equal access to education, healthcare, and the basic needs of life, is not worthy to be a leader. So that is leadership. It is simple yet complex to understand. And over time, leadership is probably the most studied concept, not only in real life, but also in academic literature. More has been written about leadership than any other philosophical concept, and more will continue to be written, because the quality of leadership determines whether a society makes progress or not. The only problem that Nigeria has is the quality of its leaders. We have all the resources we need to be a rich country, to be a developed country, to be a country in which everyone is prosperous and happy. But we are facing these challenges because of our leadership deficits, and we hope and pray that this will be a thing of the past very soon.
So what's your advice to the leaders?
Leaders should understand, as I said, that they are servants. They are not masters. They are servants of the people. They are there at the pleasure of the people, because sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria. So the fact that you've been elected governor or president or senator does not put you above others, does not make you superior to them. It is a blessing of God and an opportunity given to you by ordinary people. And you should listen to them. You should treat them equally. You should not be driving in convoys and killing people. You should not be driving against traffic because you're a leader. You should not be using siren in your car because you are an elected official or appointed official. It is wrong. It is what leadership should not be. My advice is leaders should have some humility, should work hard to uplift their societies, and always think of leaving behind a legacy. It is not how much money you accumulate that will be remembered. It is the good works that you've done. Sir Ahmadu Bello died, and left behind debts, but today he's one of the most venerated leaders in Nigeria's history. I think leaders should have an eye to legacy rather than accumulation of wealth or power and exercising power with impunity. So that is my advice to them, and I hope they listen.
What's your advice to the youths of Africa and then the youths of Nigeria? Because they are the young ones coming up to also hopefully be the future leaders someday. So they need to get the advice. And what you work so hard being a minister and stuff like that, and though you have your own controversy, but at the same time more good than the less negative news. But a leader also will definitely come across good and bad, even you've been challenged. But what's your own point of view and advice to the youths of Africa and Nigeria?
Over 70% of the population of Nigeria is below the age of 40. So Nigeria is demographically a very young country, and ideally in a country like this, it should be people in their 40s that should be leaders of this country. But we've had a situation in which, because of extended years of military rule, we still have geriatrics running the country, and people have complained about that. But we are in a transition, in my view, and I think the biggest role that young people should play at this point is to mobilize and organize themselves to vote for the people that can truly lead them into the 21st century, for people of integrity, for people of experience and competence, no matter what age they are, that will unite this country, be fair to every ethnic group, be fair to every religion, and get this country moving collectively towards progress. Today, young people are mostly used as political thugs. Their unemployment situation is being exploited by heartless politicians to deploy them towards violence and so on. And I think our young people should learn that you develop into a leader, you develop into a success in your life through educating yourself, hard work, honesty, and having focus. All these quick money schemes, or a politician gives you money to go and attack someone, is not sustainable. The only sustainable qualities that young people should aspire to is to get broadly and deeply educated, acquire relevant experience, remain focused, and maintain their honor and integrity. And by God's grace, it's a matter of time. The sky will be the limit.
Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
It's been like this on The Voice of the Voiceless. Actually, you've had the summary of the former minister, Malam Nasir El-Rufai. The advice to the young Africans and to the young Nigerians: stay out of trouble. Violence is not the key. Peace is the only way out. And at the same time, work hard to make a reputation and a living. Life has been like this, and join me next time on The Voice and the Voiceless. I'm Aminaofafrica. Bye-bye.